Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and I want to tell you, it is such a pleasure to be here with our good friends at Ocean Advance. This is, of course, their inaugural Innovation Waves Conference. I want to tell you, the conversations that are happening here are just fantastic. I have never seen government, industry, and academia working together so closely for the benefit of all, and all focused on the harshest of conditions, that is that ocean environment that they are so good at here in Newfoundland and Labrador. My next guest, I'd like you to introduce yourself, sir. Tell us what you do.
Well, I'm Parliamentary Secretary for Treasury Board with the Government of Canada, and it's exciting at times for Canada's economy and our ocean economy as well.
So, Parliamentary Secretary for Treasury Board, there'll be a whole lot of people who don't even know what that means. So break it down for us.
Well, Treasury Board looks after ensuring how the money is spent the way it should be spent within the federal government, and so myself and the President of Treasury Board, Mr. Ali, we have a job to do in ensuring that departments are accountable.
Right. Well, I want to tell you, there's a lot of excitement right now in and around this sector, in and around the defense sector. People looking for technologies that are proven in other areas like oil and gas and fisheries and the like, how they move those into the defense role. Your thoughts?
So you started off by saying you have never seen all partners working together. I think collaboration is the key to advancement. And we do have the federal government looking to work with provincial governments and industry stakeholders to ensure that we advance. We have what the world wants. Mm-hmm. We are able to provide what the world wants in terms of an ocean economy. We have companies that are operating not only in Atlantic Canada, but across Canada and throughout the world. We are able to provide many of the innovative technologies, the advancements that are required, grown right here at home. So, those things are important. I think it's also important, the new Prime Minister has a focus on expanding and growing Canada's economy, utilizing the resources we have within, whether it's critical minerals or natural resources or human resources, to ensure that we advance Canada's economy and become global leaders in many, many sectors.
And we are. I mean, we have been global leaders already, and here we are almost doubling down. And you can see Canada is on the stage everywhere right now. We're in the conversation and really driving. And if you look at, in the case of NATO Diana set right up here in Halifax, I mean, making a clear indication that what's happening in this part of the world matters.
100%. And, when you look at, we have companies here, PAL Aerospace, that are operating globally, providing surveillance off our shores. Kraken, for example, doing mine sweeping globally. We have companies like Virtual Marine and Genoa Design. All of these companies are local companies, and many Newfoundlanders and Labradorians, for example, have no real concept of the global reach of our local companies and what they're doing on the global stage. So, we are advanced, and we can advance even further with the right conditions, that collaboration between all levels, all stakeholders. We can really provide to the globe and industries throughout the world what they need.
You hit the nail right on the head. I mean, you look at companies like PAL. I mean, they're everywhere from the United Arab Emirates to the Caribbean. They're providing services in the UK. They're all over right here in Newfoundland. And not a whole lot of people understand exactly the impact PAL is making. In the same way, as you so rightly describe around Kraken, the leaps and bounds that they made in the oil and gas sector and scanning the oceans, and then taking that so effectively into the defense station to actually strengthen the entire alliance. We need more of that, and that's what Ocean Advance is all about, right?
It is
bringing those together.
It is. And one of the areas I think Newfoundland and Labrador can really take advantage now. I mean, the Prime Minister has indicated we will meet our NATO target of 2% of GDP. We're not there yet, but he's made that commitment. And made a further commitment that will grow to 5% of GDP. There will be a huge investment in national defence. We've got the largest coastline in Canada. We are strategically positioned in the North Atlantic and we have companies who can provide what's needed, the technologies and the innovation right here at home. So we can play a part in the expansion of national defence and strengthening our Canadian forces right here at home as well.
You know, and I would even argue you're right. We've got the technology, we've got the geography, we're blessed with both those things. But I would say that the people that are here are also the secret sauce in all of that. A resilient lot who will turn to solving challenges. Am I right?
Absolutely. You are absolutely correct. And when you look at the companies that are operating on the global stage, we do have that secret sauce. You know, many Newfoundlanders and Labradorians see PAL as a passenger airline carrier. They have, you know, they don't realize they're operating in the United Arab Emirates and providing surveillance there. Some people know they're providing surveillance off our own coast, you know, but they don't realize the reach.
Yeah.
Or some of the other companies that are operating and providing services to European companies and Middle Eastern companies and governments as well.
What would your message be to sort of industry and academia over the next sort of short months and short years as we move into the future? What would you tell them about the federal government's vision and how they should really pay attention and find themselves in this conversation?
Well, Prime Minister Carney has made it very well known. He is on the world stage. He is creating new trade corridors. He is strengthening all trade corridors. We understand that the relationship with the United States has changed and will probably never be the same. We need to make the best of that deal, but we also need to expand and create new deals and new opportunities. And the Prime Minister is doing that. But he's also said, we haven't built big in Canada for generations, and it's time to get back to that, to strengthen our own economy, not only utilizing our own resources for ourselves, but ensuring that we are a solid trade partner and a solid defense partner to our allies and to our trading partners.
It must be an exciting time for you. Fresh mandate with this vision, new Prime Minister looking way over the horizon, but also you must wake up and oh wow, we got a lot to do here, right? Talk to me about this balance that you're living in the moment.
Well, I mean, they're generational investments.
Right.
You know, so those generational investments, I think, you know, it does take time. It'll take months and in some case years to see these come to full fulfillment. But all partners working together, and that is really the key. We get all stakeholders. There are companies in Newfoundland and Labrador that are not currently involved in the ocean economy or in national defense, for example, but have the expertise. And we can cross-pollinate between companies that are currently involved and companies that are not involved, but have, you know, the ability to contribute,
right?
You know, to these ventures.
Well, it's you hit the nail right on the head. I mean, I just interviewed the owner of Notice. Notice, of course, sensor technology in the fishery, and they're selling on a global stage. But their product is so perfectly situated to move in the defense sector. And there's never been a better time.
There has never been a better time in Canada. You know, the pandemic and the changing geopolitical landscape, the changing trade landscape has brought about challenges for every country globally, but we are facing significant opportunity, significant growth potential. It is an exciting time for Canada's economy. We just have to embrace not only the change that is about to come, but that energy and the momentum.
You have been tasked with an incredibly important role within the government. I'd like to thank you for that. I'd like to thank you for your service and keep it up there. I think we're on the cusp of something quite wonderful, not only in Newfoundland and Labrador, but this entire country.
Absolutely. My pleasure indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.